You're going to be stood there a while, eh? Welcome along to a midweek talkie, a MOAN maybe. That's not a MOAN. We've been doing this now for nearly a year. In fact, I think it is now a year we've been doing this. And one of our early videos was how much does it cost to really paint my classic car? So if you go back through on the channel, you'll see that. We got some great feedback to that, which was really nice. It was a cringy, sitting in front of the camera, not moving, rabbit caught in headlights kind of video. But it went down really well, and I think by and large it was understood what we were trying to say. But obviously the channel's grown, there's new people to the channel. And we've had a little run recently of inquiries into costs, and sometimes that kind of triggers something in you. So I'm going to share this one with you, and I'll read direct from here, but I'll put it up on the screen as well. Hi, I've got a 1984 Austin Mini that will eventually need a respray. It's a little bit filled in places and there could be some rust repairs in the rear wheel arches. Not substantial as far as I can see, but it does need attention. I understand asking for estimates on this when not seeing a car is near impossible, but would a ballpark of $2,500 to $4,000 be about right? I've had a previous quote from someone I no longer go to, as they have most definitely overcharged, according to many other garages, of £5,500. Now it's that last little bit there that triggers something, because going back to our what does it really cost, I have absolutely no problem with people not understanding the cost of things. I don't know how much it costs to build a house, so I'd inquire, you know, things like that. So I've no problem with people asking, but when they follow up with that line of they've clearly overcharged me at £5,500, there's no context there. No context whatsoever, but there is the assumption by the writer of the email that they're being ripped off. Those that do follow the channel will kind of know where we're at with costings and so on, but there's no... Oh, I was trying to get the words. To assume that someone's ripping you off without understanding what they're doing is wrong, no matter what the trade is. We work out at £65 an hour, as many of you know, and a basic strip down, flatten, prep, tidy up to an acceptable standard, to a saleable standard. Even on something small like a Mini, that will easily consume 80 hours. And at £65 an hour, well, there's £5,200 in labour time alone. And the paint and materials, as we know, are costly. You know, again, if we refer back to when we painted my truck sitting out there, again, I made no bones about the fact that we would not retail that job because it is a quick, I need to get paint on it to get it out the door. And even at 40 hours labour, and not the tidiest, but acceptable kind of blowover, we're looking at £3,200 plus the VAT for a job that we wouldn't retail anyway, because we know there's going to be issues down the line. Being a paint shop, we can rectify those when it comes up, but I cannot and will not do a job that I think, well, that will come back in a year or two's time, because I've then got to fix that. And I then have an unhappy customer. So probably going off tangent a little bit here. It's unscripted as usual. So yeah, it's by all means, please ask. We don't have an issue with that. I mean, the flip side of this is we've also had a gentleman with an XJS contact us who asked the same question and actually came up with the same sort of figures. Am I out of touch in thinking 4,000 to 5,000 would get the car painted? And when I explained that there are plenty of places that would do it for that money, but we wouldn't, and here's why, and here's our costings, we had a great email back saying, yep, he said, I feel almost embarrassed actually to have thrown those kind of figures out. I see where the time goes, I see where the labour, materials costs and so on and so forth, and what the end result is. And our top end price was 4 times what he'd asked, is this a fair price? So we really appreciate when we give information and the customer receives it, processes it and appreciates it. It's so frustrating when we go back to that first email, the assumption that you're being ripped off because you're charging more money than someone else. You've got to look at what's not being done rather than what's being overcharged. So that's pretty much it, really, on this mini rant. Other than to say that, I mean, following on from a similar vein, the trade does itself no favours either. We saw a video recently on the channel from another content creator saying that there's no money in this trade. There's no money in doing this. We're going to go over and start flipping some cars to make better money. Depends what you're doing. If you're shooting yourself in the foot doing cheap work at set prices, cheap work that comes back because it's not, you know, because there are issues as we've already discussed, then no, I guess it's not. And no, don't get me wrong, no one here is rich. We're not cruising around in Lamborghinis and jet setting off to Monaco. We're paying our bills and we're doing okay. So yeah, there is a good, honest living to be made out of this if you do it well. But if you're going to subscribe to this race to the bottom and try and do things cheap, 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 quick, 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 then no, you're going to have unhappy customers and you're going to have cars bouncing back all the time, and you're going to be working 15 hours a day trying to put right what you did 6 months ago and do the next job, which is probably going to come back in 6 months' time as well. So I don't really know what the point of all this is. It's just, you know, that email came through and I thought we'll do a little follow-up and an update to how much does it cost to paint my car. To paint it well, it costs a lot of money. It's a lot of work. So you don't have to do it, but you don't have to assume that everyone's trying to rip you off either. It is what it is. So enough talk, enough waffle. We'll be back on Saturday with a Mercedes for you, and you can see where some of that time and effort goes. So thanks for enduring. Thanks for standing there forever, Lou, and keeping it straight and steady. And we'll see you at the weekend.